All right, continuing work on the header here. And I'm going to say it now, super huge thank you to all you who've helped support the channel. I have, as I record this, I have broke 2,000 subscribers, met my end of the year goal, but 2,000 isn't enough. We'll just keep on keeping on here. So we're continuing work on this. I'll go ahead and go over what I've been doing. And, well, let's just jump into it. Alright, so I've been working for about an hour and a half on this, continuing stuff with it, you know, planning and stuff, and, you know, in my element and whatnot, listening to music and stuff like that. So if I was able to have music in this other than background for you guys or something, then it'd be a little bit easier. But, so, done a lot of work getting this pipe mounted up, and it's, I don't know, what I have laying around still. It's that kind of stuff, flat bar and whatnot, and round bar. So everything's just tack welded into place for now. I'll get you down here. Alright, first off, I welded it onto here just to tack it to hold stuff in place, and everything's marked and whatnot. I've got some ugly welded on. This is just tack welds that wouldn't hold even though this has been sandblasted. Curved around, and I'll be welding that top and bottom. Clamped onto the bar here. I've got a kickstand to help support the pipe. I'll be welding on some more. Even though it was supported without it and whatnot, it doesn't technically touch. It'll still help support the weight in any way, shape, or form. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should take it off the pipe, put it down here. That might be a better idea so the pipe isn't, I don't know. Since the pipe's got its support up here, I might have to move this one. Dunno yet. Made that up, tack welded it onto the header. So that's all happy. Mind you, this is taking like an hour and a half. I still have to make the brace that goes from up here somewhere down to one of the carb. I'll probably do it on this side, make it a little easier. There's a little more room, go from the intake bolt there and bring one up to there, just to help stiffen that up some. I mean, it's already nice and stiffened up from the pipe, but we need just one more point of reinforcement to really help that out. I got duckbill valves. Tiny cute little ones. Might be able to fit in there as is. If not, I can drill it out. So we have got duckbill valves to put into there. And one-way valve system. I may want to, I don't know, it really won't make a difference in anything like that. It may or may not. Get a 90 degree and bring it up higher than the fuel level. So what it'll do is allow suction. So it'll be out of the highest point of fuel. But if this is in the fuel anyways, then it's just going to try to push it straight out. So it ain't going to matter. So I might try to put a 90 for shits and giggles. May just toss one in there and see how it does. But I've got 20 of these little duckbill valves for that, so that the tank doesn't get airbound or try to or whatever. Yeah, got a lot going on here. So I'm just kind of keep on keeping on here, whatnot, and get stuff welded up and whatnot. I got to cut this off. So I got to take this whole header back off, get everybody welded up, and it still needs a shiny coat of paint on it, but we'll get to that. No, that's not mine. That's somebody else's. Somebody else has definitely been into this pipe before for some reason, but so, all right. You guys wanted a header. Well, okay, I kind of wanted one too, but also it's going to be held on with springs. I need to make some spring supports or something like that, or wiring or whatever. I've made these in the past. They're not too difficult to do, so I can just weld on first. I got to get springs is what I got to do, so that's one thing I forgot to order. So got to get some springs and cut clearances, stuff, spring. I could probably spring to this if I wanted to, there to there, there to there, but we'll get that figured out when we get that figured out. So lots of welding to do. Still continue the fabrication, get that off there. This thing's gonna weigh a ton. This thing's gonna absolutely weigh a ton. Race saws. Whoa, everything's way out of whack all of a sudden. Oh, something on the ground, that's what it is. All right, so, ooh, wife must be home. So, all right, welded, everybody's welded up. Nice and uggy. But it's holding everything. I didn't make a support for this yet. I'm kind of curious if I need to. Probably do it for safety. But I have not done anything to this point to where this thing cannot have the stock tank sitting behind me, put back on it, and the stall be stock looking and everything. We're about to do our first actual modification to it that will show, hey, there's no turning back. We got to clear for this. So just cut out a little bit at a time until it can go down. I thought about just eliminating the whole thing entirely. So I don't know. We'll see what it does. I need to keep the top part here so I can zip tie it down, because you got to have a zip tie on it somewhere. So zip tie that down and everything will be happy. So we'll just make a little snippy snip here and there. I am no sheet metal cutter. I am no professional, as we have all been finding out very quickly. Let's see here. All right, so if I were going to make an educated guess on this, thing's going to come down and I'm going to have to just lop out all that up to X point. I'm thinking, and now clicking you're hearing is the trigger. So we're just going to do a little snip here. And we're going to do just a little snip here. I know a priceless shroud. Oh no, he's doing it. He's doing it really terribly. Yeah, it'll be alright. Racing saw. Ain't nothing pretty about this old girl. Remember, this saw was left for dead. The guy I bought it from was going to put it out front as a lawn ornament. That was going to be its fate, and I said, whoa, hey, I'll save it, you know, I want it, and, well, the rest is history. Trigger, get that around there, and we have a terrible cut. That will clear everything. I'm going to round that off. Let's round that off for safety purposes right here. Ow, that was my finger. Ugh. Round it off. We'll get it rounded off a little bit better, but I kind of want to hear it run. Oh, and I got the duckbill valve in. I got it right there, a little tiny green thing. So, just had drilled out, and I put a little sealer stuff on it. So, all right, so this looks like everybody is happy. This thing's almost ready for a startup. Almost. Can you believe it? We finally gotten to this point. So the zip tie mod, that top net's probably going to come out of the exhaust, at least if I rev it real high, but use this random zip tie I found to hold our shroud down. That's what I've been using the entire time. Just going to do that because I don't flush cut it. Flush cut enough. Alright, so there we are. We have got a pipe on this saw. Yeah, we're going to have to put a support over here, but I just kind of want to hear it run. That just gives that push. Yeah, this pipe is huge. This thing is a monster. But, race saw stuff. So, I don't know if this is going to be the final carburetor for it. It feeds fuel. It can feed 150 to 200 cc, but this thing moves more fuel at a time than a 4-stroke. These are, from what I see, 4-strokes. So I'm going to probably have to drill the main jet out or just go to a carb that is actually able to feed more fuel. I can't get it to 4-stroke at high speed, but a pipe may be able to help. But even then, it still was not, it just didn't seem like it was quite enough. So that's the problem we got going on and everything we thought and everything. Still think maybe, I don't know. So, all right. Fill it up with a little bit of fuel here, and let's see if it'll start. Let's see if it'll run and how it's going to sound. It's probably going to leak. I think I'm just going to weld this header on completely. I've got 3 welds on it, and just leave it like that, and I'll just fight with taking on and off and everything. I don't really take the pipe off too much off of them, so I don't really have a reason. That kickstand looks like it'll work good. I may have to get a rubber foot fork on it, but who knows. So. But now it's supported. Everybody's happy. 3 points of contact on the header. I just don't see that really having much of an issue. I can get a chain around it just fine. It has definitely evolved from looking like, I've got it over there, to this, but this has been a very good therapy. I still got to get better throttle linkage done up. Little stuff. All right, let's open up the let's open up the garage door and let's see if she'll fire up. Shall we? Always gonna fire it up and then turn on camera, but that first whirl sounds just like the old race saw up there, so maybe you guys should be here for this first fire up actual run. Not quite, the high-speed response is lacking still, and it just isn't able to feed enough at the high speed to just hit that 4-stroke note to where I can back it off. So the carb just isn't able to deliver enough on that high speed. Well, no, and I gotta turn the idle back up because, well, it was tuned with the bar and chain on it, but that sounds amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. What do you say? Fire it back up, see how well it'll do. That just gets in your blood. Absolutely gets in your blood. That, love it, but it's not feeding enough on the high speed. I can't get it to 4 strokes. So the carburetor works. but still the same issue. But wow, that sounds amazing. You wish you guys could be here to hear that in person. Dude, my hand is like shaking in excitement. It is working fantastic. Sounds amazing. And I'm gonna say, not really. I didn't see much of any leaks around here. There may be just a couple spits of it, but there was no smoke coming around there. It was just all coming out of the pipe and whatnot. So, and even the nut stayed in place back there. So, without JB welding. But as you can hear, and I probably said it many times in the video just out of excitement and stuff, it just, at high speed, you open her up and it just is not able to dump enough fuel. So, definitely going to have to wait to want to do a cut on that and everything. But before, I'm not going to end this video right here. We will end it with a cut. We will end it with the bar chain. It is idling a little high, but when you put the bar and chain on it to drag it down a little, it will lower the idle some. So the final playing of that will happen there. But overall, I am very pleased with this. The 3D printed gasket is holding up fantastically. The adapter spacer here is holding up fantastically. No, gaskets, my bad. I mean, carburetor is nice and cold, but it'll warm up. But this acts like a decent setup right there. Nice insulator. But very, very happy with it. Nice and hot. So you can do that. That's it. That's as much as you can touch that. That's how hot that gets. But automatic oiler, it's out of oil now, but what little bit it can scoop up, it's pumping. So this has been very pleasing. The kickstand looks like it did fantastic. Overall, this is just weeks of planning, but also you guys just watching and giving feedback. I'm blown away on this, and looks like the old 101B up there might have some competition. So if I ever make it to a saw event where all you guys are at and whatnot, we're gonna have at least 2 piped saws there. Oh, there's a racing saw, but we'll get more clearanced out here and whatnot stuff. So, all right, well, it's getting hot out, and I don't know, maybe I could end this video like this, just make it short, sweet, and simple, and we'll just have a straight up will it cut video and whatnot. So, but like I say, and I got to get this painted and whatnot, but it sounds fantastic. I love it, love it. So, I mean, like I say, I'm rambling on here. Maybe it's out of excitement, I don't know. So, alrighty, well, if I do decide to end the video, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, broke 2,000 subs as I was today, as I'm making this video, which you guys will see in a few weeks and whatnot. So if you got friends that like this stuff and whatnot, send them on over here. So, and also I post a lot of stuff to my Instagram early and stuff that never makes it to YouTube on the videos and everything and whatnot. So, like I say, I'll leave a link in the description. You can also find it in the community section of my YouTube. So, just want to say thanks for watching, and stay safe, everybody. All right, you know what? The series is probably going to end right here. I didn't blow it up, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to do it. We're going to put the bar and chain on it, see how it does. We're going to go make cuts right now. 6 months. This saw has been being built. Been a pain in my ass. And I'll tell you, it has been worth it. Every second. So let's go ahead. Let's do that. I cut up a side cover from another one I had to give it a bar clamp and adjuster. And we're going to go to that oak one and we're going to go let it eat. Was that not amazing? That saw, this only has a 7 pin on it, mind you. I could put an 8 because I left enough slack on the chain. And it's just a 7 pin with a Sten's full, it's not even full chisel, it's semi-chisel. I think that's a semi-chisel grind. Yeah, it's a semi-chisel grind chain. So you put a full chisel. If I went over there and took the square tooth off of the other saw, it would probably eat even faster. So, it's just, it completely blew me away how well this performs. The hose clamp did fall off on it, but I got that tightened back on here. I may have to do a double hose clamp on it. I'm thinking that's what I'll do, just because I left myself more than enough bar there to do that. Overall, this thing is just, it wasn't stopping in the wood. Usually I was pushing down and it just kept eating. I was putting my weight on it. It wouldn't stop. So this thing has gobs of power versus last time you could stop the chain sort of. So this has really helped. I think the carburetor might be all right, honestly. Once under load and full throttle, it isn't choking out. It didn't fall on its face. It said, "Go, Brian," and it went. We went all out on this. So truly a piece of nice history that was done here and everything made on this and whatnot. Those guys back in the day, they were really having some good fun with this. I'm going to be truthfully honest. They were having some serious fun putting go-kart engines and saw frames, and to this day they're still doing this. So I just want to say thanks for watching, everybody. Watching this series, 6 months it's been going on this, and I did not even expect that. I'm kind of happy now after putting it in the wood there. I'm happy I had problems with it. The 3D printed gasket on the base is holding up fantastic to the heat. The adapter for the carburetor is held up fantastic. If you see my Instagram, I 3D printed out a V4 intake that fits the setup and everything and whatnot. I don't think I'm going to put it on this one, though. I let sleeping dogs lie. I am looking at the actual engine that used to be inside this, the 790 on the shelf over there. I was kind of wanting to just play around and race around with it or something. It's 103cc, and it worked fine and everything. So I'm kind of toying with the idea of finding a tank for it, something laying around, tearing apart something, a tank for it, and just, I found a D36 half wrap over there. Just find a bunch of crap, toss together something fast and stupid. And once again, be an overkill firewood saw, and we saw what happens when you do that. So we'll see if we get that engine going, get some stuff thrown together. We'll see what projects you got, and whatnot. I've got the D33 up there on the shelf, got to get to and stuff, but I really like making these custom. So yeah, there's plenty of work there. It's just which one do you want to tackle first? Which one do you want to tackle next in a series? So as you can see, I'm sweating. It's hot. At least I am. And we're going to get out of here. We're going to end this series right here. It's nice to have 2 piped saws. And if you ever get if I'm at a show, you see me, it's there. The other one's there, whatnot. Come up to me. We'll run them if we can. So say thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. 2,000 subs. Let's keep going, guys. I can't thank you enough. I'm not just a guy sitting on a camera rambling and there's nobody else watching at the end. Just like I say, not enough thank yous from you guys and all my supporters and whatnot. So tell your friends. Tell them, you like building custom stuff. You like doing this. This was built out of a bunch of scrap stuff laying around, metal, this and that. A saw that was going to be left for dead as a lawn ornament. And a block that was, who knows if it was going to survive. So, all right. I'm done rambling on. Just want to say thanks for watching.